the 2023 Self-Local Governance for Barangay Assessment Criteria for Barangay. So these are the criteria. So first, so like Ms. Danica said earlier, that in the criteria, there is a core performance and area and the essential performance area. So in the core performance area, dapat ang 3 jud na part is kailangan nila na mabuhat or mapasaran para matagaan sila og recognition or awards. While sa essential area, bisag isa lang ato mapasaran nila, so matagaan gyapon sila og mga awards. So, in the core performance area, number 1 is financial administration and sustainability. So the first, compliance with the barangay full disclosure policy. So this now posted that the following cited here, 2022 financial documents. So the barangay budget. So dapat makuha nila ang barangay budget, ma-disclose nila or mapakita nila ang mga barangay budget na kung saan yung nagastuhan nato, then summary of income and expenditures. So mga summary sa kung sa ilang mga nagastuhan o sa ilang mga pagpalit. So 20% component of the area utilization, annual procurement plan or procurement list of notice of awards, itemized monthly collection and disbursement, and barangay financial report. So dapat no makuha nila ang ilahang financial report, mapas nila ang ilahang report sa ilahang financial or sa ilang gasto. Next, accomplish prescribe barangay financial report with the stamp receipt of the office of the accountant. So dapat na yung resibo nga ipakita. So next, innovation and revenue generation of exercise corporate power. So increase in local resources in 2022. So approve the barangay budget on the specified time frame. So a barangay appropriation ordinance approved on or before November 16, 2021. Next is release of Sangguniang Kabataan SP funds by the barangay. So the compliance with the section. So in the barangays, with barangay SP agreement for the annual or semestral or quarterly release deposit. So na-adjust nila annual, semestral, or quarterly nga deposit na quarterly kan sa era. So di ba kanang line mo niya siya na kato nag-report siya nga dili basta-basta makakuha og funds sa SK kay daghan kay siya og kanang kinahanglan nga ipas o dili ka basta-basta makapamurit. So first, copy of the written agreement, proof of deposit reflecting the account number, name of barangay SK, 1 deposit slip for annual, 2 deposit slip for semestral, and 4 deposit slip for quarterly. So if the barangay is without an agreement with the SP, but with current account, 12 monthly deposit slips reflecting account number, name of the barangay SP. So if the barangay is without SP or officials, or with SP officials but no quorum and or no SP bank account, so proof of transfer of the 10% SP fund to the trust fund of the barangay. So kung na-SP, wala sila bank account, so proof of transfer of the 10% SP fund to the trust fund of the barangay. So sa trust fund sa barangay na lang siya i-send, dayon kung ano siya, 10% lang siya.
10% sa era.
Oo, sa era. Next, conduct of barangay assembly for cited year 2022. So conducted the second semester barangay assembly. So dapat mag-conduct jud og kanang bitang assembly. Second semester kanang dapat mag-conduct jud og sa second year, for example, mag-conduct og kanang assembly sa January, mga nanang ito. Next is for the next core performance area is the number 2, which is disaster preparedness. So, dapat ang each barangay nasa functionality of the barangay disaster risk reduction and management committee. So a barangay must have the following. Establish Barangay Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Committee with its composition compliant to the provision of NDRRMC, DILG, BDN, and CDC, and also approve Barangay Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Plan. So dapat naa sila'y Barangay Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Plan. So dapat ang barangay na siya yung mga accomplishment at least 60% of targets. Next, extent of risk assessment and early warning system. So a barangay must have the following activities conducted in relation to risk assessment and contingency planning for the past 3 years. So dapat na sila'y mga activities na regarding about sa mga risk assessment. So dapat maghatag sila ng mga seminars or mga activity nga sa barangay bitaw. Next, extent of preparedness for effective response and recovery. So, a barangay must have a permanent alternative evacuation center. So, dapat ang barangay, i-required sila nga nasa sila evacuation center. For performance, number 3 is for safety, peace, and order. So, first, functionality of the Barangay Anti-Drug Abuse Council. So, dapat ang each barangay nasa sila kanang Barangay Anti-Drug Abuse Council or what we call BADAC. So a barangay must have the following: a create organized BADAC with appropriate membership and appropriate committees as prescribed. So na siya committee or magpa-member ka to Anti-Drug Abuse Council. So next is allocation of substantial amount of anti-illegal drug initiative. So dapat na dyan po siya budget na activity. Next, formulated BADAC plan or action covering year under review. So dapat mag-create ang each barangay na sila'y Barangay Anti-Drug Abuse Council plan and also then action. And next, establish rehabilitation of feral test and patient duty officer. So dapat each barangay na ay rehabilitation. Ang uban na naman yata sila yung mga rehabilitation each barangay, pero ang uban wala. Hindi sa nakakuan. Next is functionality of the barangay peace and orders or the committee. So ang barangay must have the following: organize through executive order to the barangay resolution and adopt resolution to enact peace and order ordinances in barangay. So at least 85% utilization rate of allocated budget. So at least daw 85% ang budget nga nilaan ng peace and order. So dapat each barangay na sila yung mga BPO or mga BPO committee nga mo kuan ng peace and order. And also no functionality of the lupong tagapamayapa. So a barangay must have the following: organize lupong tagapamayapa through an executive order or sa ang barangay resolution, conducted monthly meetings for administration of the katarungang pambarangay at the 50% of civil cases in attendance of the LT or the TV training or seminars in last 3 years. Next, organization and strengthening capacities of barangay talent. So a barangay must have the following: EO or similar issuance with organizations of barangay talent covering attendance of their barangay talent and desired training in at least 3 years. So their barangay talent, i-required sila na matin ng mga trainings for the last 3 years. A barangay initiative during health emergencies. A barangay must have the following: organize barangay health and emergency response team, foster or tarpaulin containing the active telephone and cell phone numbers of the barangay and for the essential performance area is social protection and sensitivity. So this, kaya dapat ilahan yung sa isa lang, for example, social protection and sensitivity, kada lang ilahan na complete, so matagahan sila ang award. So for violence against women or VAUSI. Next, access to health and social welfare services in the barangay. So, and also the functionality of barangay development council. So, the essential performance area number 2 is business friendliness and competitiveness. So, the power to levy other taxes, fees, or charges. So, a barangay must have an enacted barangay tax ordinance. So, ang barangay dapat natin sila yung kanang ordinances na maghatag og tax ang each kanang mga members or mga citizens. In compliance to section 2, section 11 of RA, so a barangay must have integrated to one of barangay clearance. So, ang barangay clearance, di ba naman na siya tax or natay mabayan? So, mo na siya. And issuance of barangay clearance na covered by the DILG. So, barangay must have the barangay citizens charter on the issuance of barangay clearance posted in the barangay hall. So, dapat na ay citizen charter ang each barangay para manibalaan kung so dapat natin citizen charter permission manibalaan ang unsay ka ng mga dapat ipa ay kinahanglan kung magkahawag mga barangay clearance. And for number 3 is environmental management, functionality of the barangay ecological solid waste management committee. So, di ba, each barangay dapat na siya ecological solid waste management committee. Dapat ilahan ng i-practice ilahang barangay. So, a barangay must have the following. Organize the barangay ecological solid waste management committee with composition as described, formulated solid waste management program or plan. So, mag-formulate sila ng mga solid waste management program and plan. And also know this na kung siya allocation of barangay funds. Na siya budget. Existence of solid waste and management facility pursuant. So, a barangay must have the materials recovery facility. So, each barangay dapat na siya yung mga materials about this to avoid no solid waste management. Ay para makuha na to, ma-practice na to ang solid waste management. So, gikuanan sila na dapat each barangay na sila yung mga saktong materials para ana. And provision of support for mechanism for segregated collection. So, barangay must have an ordinance or similar issuance on the segregation of waste and source covering perpetuity. So, naanaman dyan din kaning solid waste management or segregation of mga waste, pero it depends magyapon sa mga citizens. That's all. Thank you.